So today we're going to start by cutting this off and cleaning off the frame a little bit more. So next I'll be cleaning off those two. Pretty good. Not the best. But still got a little bit more to go, but I'll show you guys the progress as I go. So now I'm cutting up my engine mount. That white line's where I'm cutting it for the general size of my engine plate. Will end up getting welded somewhere back here. And hopefully the sprockets will go somewhere right here. Then I'll drill a couple holes so I can make it adjustable. Like I'll drill one right here, then grind it out so I can move the engine forward and back on all four corners. So like right there, right there, right there, and right there. Plate, all cut. Nothing fancy yet. I guess I could show you where it'll go though. Probably something like that. So this is the first part of my engine mount. I got the first four holes. Now I'm gonna grind from here to here in a straight line, so I have adjustments for my motor mount. I'm gonna do the same thing on the back four. Haven't started those yet. Figure I'd do front and back. Still learning how to do this, so give you guys a quick time lapse of what I'm doing. Alright, so I got them grinded out. They're not the best, but you will see in 1 second when I find the right tool what to do. So I'm back with the right tool, I believe. So let's go grab that out. Pull that bad boy out. Pull this one out. So now I'm drilling the second hole. So this one, don't worry about that one. This one or this one, and these two. And I'll do the same thing and grind them down like this and like that. Alright, so that's what those two turned out to. You can see I messed up, but I was able to save it. Well, I haven't lined it up on the engine yet, but let's see. So right now we're going to be sealing this up, because it's not very sealed very well, because I kind of cut it down for the CVT setup. So now I got some of this JB plastic weld. And the only reason I got it is because it takes 30 minutes to dry. That's what it looks like before you mix it. That's what it looks like after. I'm going to be sealing this. This is where the oil comes in now. There's another one on the front right here that we're checking from. So yeah, just let that dry, maybe do another layer later. Just takes me a second to figure out. But yeah, like.
Alright guys, so it's day 3 of this go-kart build, and right now, Ricky basically took the whole thing apart. What he did is he took the frame and started cutting out the steering column of the frame.
Well, they've seen all that.
Oh, you seen it already?
They've seen all of it.
You guys seen it?
Depending on how you do the editing, my biggest thing, I guess I have to get the axle somewhat situated. Another thing I've never done before, but just have to kind of build it out enough that we can use it.
So you're trying to put the axle on now?
Well, I'm going to do the welds right here. That's where the axle will be hanging. So this one's going first. So normally there's a keyway. Obviously we don't need them. Watch your hands. I'm going all the way over here. They have to be poking out the same amount on each side. This one has to go way over here.
Wait, so this is the main axle.
This is the axle.
And then
this essentially what we'll want, we'll call it that, to be sitting on here, but this one to be way over here, and then this one to be sitting on here or here. It's mark 18. 18.
Sour.
I'm pretty sure it is sour.
Axle?
Yeah, solid axle.
And what he's gonna do with the solid axle is basically weld these little plates,
These tabs.
the tabs onto the frame, and they have a bearing inside. And then that should be it. The axle should be a rolling chassis at that point, and it should be ready to put the motor on.
Well,
and
a lot more
of
work,
other
but
stuff.
that's the hardest part. This will have to go on. There will be a brake somewhere on there.
You wanna play frisbee?
Yeah, if I gotta throw it first.
This is thick.
So this one also has to go on there, somewhere on the inside, most
That's
likely.
the brake hub.
Yeah. Rotor. And then this is the brake caliper. Just a manual one, so it's not like our bike where it has fluid in it. Real basic, I don't even know how it works actually. But this and this line up, right? Kind of like my bike.
Basically, you have this sprocket here, and this is supposed to line.
No, I can hold it.
Oh, you? Yeah, I was just trying to
Like
turn it so they could see. And then I guess this is supposed to sit in here.
Not in there, but chain to chain. So
Oh, chain to chain.
So
Okay.
this will be on the axle. This will be on my motor. And these have to line up perfectly.
And this will drive a belt to the wheels. No, this
motor,
is coming the motor,
motor
to belt
to
chain.
to chain, 2 wheels.
Okay, so I had it reversed. I thought
Yeah,
I went belt and then.
No,
Okay.
yeah, it's just like my bike, but just on a way bigger system.
The CVT is gonna destroy a little of your torque. Why do you want the CVT so bad?
No, it gives you better torque. You
I
just
thought
always
it
have.
reduces your torque.
No, always gives me better torque. Yeah, because you have a smaller gear
Oh, 'cause
ratio and
you're
it's
staying in
variable.
that power band long.
Yeah, it's variable. It changes all the time.
But then once you get in that low power band, it sucks. No,
Yeah, I mean, in theory, but this is already going to be a 6.0 gear ratio, so it's not going to have a high top speed.
Yeah.
On paper, it shouldn't, but also my bike has a 6.0 gear ratio and it can go 45. All right, so now I'm grinding this off, so when I put these on here to weld, you get good contact. Makes it easier for your weld. Alright, welding.
I won't have fun. You say no fun. Hold up.
Like all this on the side, all this loose stuff right here.
Yeah.
That gets in the way and it actually messes up my weld. So I
you have
can't
to sand all that off.
Yeah, it's like, well, not all of it, but get it as much off as I can.
This is hot still?
The big piece will be hot. This one will be hot. This shouldn't be.
Is it like sturdy?
I mean, it's kind of sturdy. I wouldn't ride it like this yet, but
this is the most time consuming
this
part.
will be the hardest part. Yes.
So once
well,
you
no,
have this
actually,
on-
the next hardest part will be getting it back out now. Getting these back off so I can put the sprocket back on.
Without breaking the weld.